Tea time! Starting to get a little breezy and overcast here. The weathermen tell us that ex-hurricane Bertha will hit the UK on Sunday, and they're very keen to stress that it's an ex-hurricane. And it's called Bertha, or it was while it was a hurricane, but now it's an ex-hurricane. It has ceased to be. Quite why they can't just call it a pretty deep storm, I've no idea. Anyway, I have been a little busy in the garden this week, but I want to start with my sweet corn. It looks like some of my sweet corn might be ready for picking. So let's have a little looky here. It's nice and crispy. Let's peel this back a bit. Oop, well, there's certainly corn in there. Now then, I'm not too worried about the top here, but what about the stuff down here, the slightly yellow stuff? Oh, it gives a lovely milky liquid and pops, and it's gorgeously sweet. These are ready to pick. I'll just pick a couple because that's all I need for tea tonight. Snap them back. Well, guess what we're having for tea tomorrow night? I'll leave the rest on for the time being and just pick them off as I need them. Hubby bought me something this week. This. No, it's not a surfboard for a cat. Shall I show you what it does? It's a spiffy kneeler. And it's waterproof too. In return, I've told hubby he can have my bimbo kneelers whenever he wants to clean his car out. Quite like this. It's August, and infeasibly it seems like some of my apples are ready. Look at that, it just fell off. Took no encouragement. Let's give it a bit of a clean. It's ripe. We're not even midway through August, and some of my apples are ripe. The world has gone really crazy this year in terms of fruit. The apples have been doing really well, the blackberries have been doing really well, the raspberries have been doing great, my gooseberries have come to fruition early. My plums, however, if I get one plum I'm going to be lucky. My pears, hopeless. It's been a really bizarre year. I have this week come to some decisions about my apple spindles. Problem is, I've got more apples, way more apples, than I can sensibly eat in an entire year. I mean, I'm sure you're full of wonderful suggestions like make apple crumbles, make apple pies, make apple butter, make apple this, make apple that. But there's only so much apple you can eat. So I'm going to thin these out when they've finished fruiting. And I might even try moving them a little bit too. Just too many. At this time of year it's time to trim my hedge, but I'm not trimming it this year. Oh no! And there's a very good reason for that. I'm getting rid of it. The thing is that every year it is just such a pain to trim and get rid of all the trimmings. I mean, it grows like wildfire, so I've decided it's coming out. And there's another good reason for getting rid of this hedge. There's a 14-inch height difference between my garden and my neighbour's. So I kind of figure if the fence is replaced and put gravel boards down there, I can actually extend the beds all the way back to the fence. And I won't have this hedge to deal with every year. I can have some nice shrubs along here, which I can trim every year, rather than this monster. And it is a monster. I'll show you what it looks like down the edge. As you can see, it's really rather dense. This 8-foot section that I removed earlier in the week took me over a day to remove. Not only because you have to chop the thing down, but also chopping it into small enough pieces that I can get in my wheelbarrow and take it 2 minutes round the corner to the bins. I'm looking forward to not having that problem in the future. So as the days and weeks pass, all of this is going to disappear. On a separate note, you can see that my alyssum have pretty much finished flowering, so I think it's time for them to come out. Well, that was surprisingly quick and easy to do. Just need to give this a bit of a hoe, a few little weeds, and I've got the lobelia left. You can see those nicely. Oh, hello, what's that? That's nothing I recognise. That can come out. I've got quite a few more dead alyssum to pull up around the garden, but I'll do that when you've gone to bed. Anyway, I'm going in the greenhouse now. I think it's about time I picked a few chillies. I'll pick the biggest ones because they're the nicest. Pick some fatties and they'll go nicely in a curry, I reckon. My chillies are doing reasonably well this year, I have to say. Getting lots of fruit, for indeed this is what this is. It's a fruit. Not that I'm going to eat it whole now. Nom nom nom. There's a fair few chillies here and they look rather good. I think I'll turn these into a delicious chilli pickle. My super hot chillies aren't ready yet, but I don't think it's going to be too long before they are. Bit more sunshine. So to summarise, there's a lot of change on the way in the garden. Fewer climbing roses, more clematis, less hedge, more shrubs, fewer apple trees, bit more border space. I'm really looking forward to some of the major changes that are going to happen in this garden over the next year. And I really do need to do something with this lawn as well, because it's mostly, well, clover and moss, not really a lawn at all. Thanks for watching, and do join me next time in Titli's busy garden.